lucky, lucky me. Guess what I got to do? I got to go and play Dishonored 2 early, and it's all thanks to Sarah. Go and follow her. Like, here. Yeah, see that? You don't click it, just go on to Twitter and follow her there. She's a Bethesda community manager, and she is absolutely awesome. For the UK, I should say. The Bethesda community manager for the UK. She's not like the ultimate Bethesda community manager. I don't know who that is. I've never met them. I probably never will. But still, go follow. So here you can see me using two of Emily's abilities, Far Reach and Shadow Walk. Now be warned, obviously there are gameplay mechanic spoilers and a tiny weeny bit of story spoilers in this game, but nothing that sort of relates to the whole overarching story arc, just this particular level. Now, the thing that makes Dishonored 1 superior to Dishonored 2 is, of course, the fact that you can play as Emily as well as Corvo. For those who've never played the original game, I really do suggest to go and pick it up on Steam or on your console of choice, because, well, let me tell you, it's an amazing game. I'd also like to point out that this is not sponsored by Bethesda before everybody gets up in arms. It is a game that I spent about, I think my Steam playtime is about 80 or 90 hours, which for a game that wasn't actually particularly long on the original was just amazing. And the reason why I had so much time played on it is because you can complete the game in so many different ways. The more people you kill, or the more destruction you create as you go through the game changes and adapts to your playstyle. For example, there would be plagues and rats in the old game. I'm not sure what this new one does do in terms of if you kill too much, because I only unfortunately got to play one level. The steampunk theme is of course back, although I'm told this is the most steampunky level there is, and the rest of the game is pretty much as the Dishonored 1 game would be. So if you're used to Dishonored 1, you will be used to Dishonored 2. I would thoroughly recommend playing through as Emily for your first playthrough, as Corvo plays in exactly the same way, with exactly the same abilities and the exact same equipment, whereas Emily plays a little bit different. The main overarching story here is that Corvo continued to be his good old assassin self after the events of Dishonored 1, and has trained Emily to take his place. Emily has also somehow got her awesome super dark powers like Corvo has, but we haven't discovered why yet. Also, check this guy out. He is the greatest member of the Vape Nation you will ever see. You have never seen somebody who vapes like this man. You ready for it? You ready for it? It's coming. Look at that vape glove. What? Vape Nation. In terms of overall graphical style, it's pretty much going to be exactly the same as Dishonored 1, with a bit more polish. Draw distances are larger, and there is more in the world for your RAM in your console and your PC to cope with. Don't worry though, I have been told that the PC version is indeed going to be pretty damn simple to run, as simple pretty much as the last game as well. In terms of recommended specs, Dishonored 2's recommended specs are Windows 10 64-bit, an Intel i7 4770 or an AMD FX 8350, 16 gigs of RAM and 60 gigabytes of free hard drive space with an NVIDIA GTX 1060 or an AMD Radeon RX 480 to be able to run it at maximum settings. Now remember, those are the high settings, but if you're not so much on the PC super grind at the moment, don't worry, an NVIDIA GTX 660 with 2 gigabytes of RAM is going to be able to run it at lower resolutions and stuff, as well as an AMD Radeon HD 7970 3 gigabytes, so don't worry, it's actually a fairly easy game to run, and anything in between is going to be a perfectly playable experience. Now for some combat. You can see me actually using Shadow Walk, I believe it's called. I'm really bad with names, so if I forget, I'm sorry. Now this is something that is overhauled, I found slightly from Dishonored 1, is that the enemies are a lot smarter. As you can see, boom, he actually heard me coming, and that was because I was way too fast when I came out of Shadow Walk. Using Far Reach to get away from enemies is something that you're going to want to do a lot of, because you're going to be spotted. It's not like the old Bethesda game, Dishonored 1, where you would just simply hide behind a chair and everything would be fine. They will actively go looking for you now. Properly go looking for you, by the way. They won't just assume that you went in that direction, or they don't know your exact location. It seems that they actually use some form of methodology for finding you, which is really welcome. Thank you. In terms of a challenge, I actually never got to complete this level. I was way too focused on getting cool looking gameplay for you guys, and I got to play a lot more of the level than this, but I decided in the end that I really wanted to show off this just particular bit because it is a very, very cool opening to the level, and as well as that, I didn't really want to spoil the rest of it for you guys. Don't forget that if you want to watch Dishonored 2 on a channel, stay subscribed to my channel where we'll be playing it on PC with well over the recommended specs, and of course that means that you're going to be able to see ultra gameplay on my channel, full walkthrough as Emily, probably as Corvo as well, because I absolutely love Dishonored 1, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.
The space behind the walls.
Temperature back to normal. Waking playback for combat protocol. She was identified a lifeless body. What?
No good show. You've overcome one of my clockwork soldiers from the down the... Surprising, given your cobbled upbringing. Beaten one of my clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that once I have you restrained. In part, I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more than that. This place is a testament to engineering itself. Hello, are you there? I can't sense your weight on the floors or the sounds of your breathing anymore, but it seems like a reasonable guess that somehow you've gotten beyond the inner walls of the house. It sounds as if you're hurt. No royal protector around this time, dear Emily.
God! Someone! Help! I don't want to die!
Rear enemy. If this place.
Someone! Protect me!
Quarry lost. Machine has lost its quarry.
Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous. If you're really looking for Sokolov, that old nag is around here somewhere.
Make a note. Remove this playback after the final
You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach me.
Is that young Emily Caldwin?
Anton, save your strength. I came to take you out of here.
Jendosh has bigger plans than you know. An army of his clockwork soldiers.
The color of this... Someone there?
Playback indicates a young woman enemy. Entering combat.
Don't let your last moment, the last vision you behold, is a work of scintillating industry. I hope you enjoy blowing everything to bits, young Empress. Were you harmed as a child? Oh, yes you were. You're too good at destroying my masterpieces. Each one costs a fortune, you know.
Playback for detection registered.
At last, Imperial Majesty, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room. Sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder.
Enemy at rear playback.
I'm gonna throw some guts! Can't hurt
Combat Protocol 6.
Kill her!